Morning class. Today we will be learning a lesson about BattleTabs 102. It's going to be a little bit more advanced than before, so grab a seat and get ready for notes because it's time for a lesson. Just a quick reminder, if you want a better grade in class, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you want to see what I do about a week in advance, check me out on twitch.tv/Super Science Sensei. See you guys there. Okay. Today, guys, we're going to be learning about the Battle Tab. So as we look at the Battle Tab here, we're going to go more into depth and detail on how to use this as efficiently as possible. So last time we learned about the Battle Tab. When you click on the Battle Tab here, you guys learned how to input a singular Pokemon, like let's say Beedrill, against another Pokemon, let's say a Azumarill, and you guys could click Battle, and you guys could learn all about approximately how the timeline goes. B, you guys learned about how the options can be different and how you guys can set up your own personal Pokemon's IVs. We learned about reading this chart and the breakpoints and bulk points. Today, though, since you guys already know how to read the information, we're going to go a bit further and going to learn how to use, instead of just single battle, which we've been using, what is multi-battle and what is matrix battle. Now, when you guys look at multi-battle, this is where we're going to start off with. I know this is really nice because it allows you to check out how the mon you're looking at is going to deal with the entire meta of a set. So let's say you want to put in your specific Pokemon. So if I was doing this, let's say I go inside Ultra League and I have a really bad Swampert. So let's look at the Swampert real quick. That takes a little bit more time than I would like, but we'll go and we'll just teleport real quick. And as we teleport, we have this Swampert right here. This Swampert, we look at it, its stats are 14, 13, 15. So now we're going to go back. So in Ultra League, I now have Swampert, 14, 13, 15. We're going to use it for mine right here, and we are going to see a one shield scenario just like how we set up before. We're going to put it inside the multi-battle. We're going to look at inside Premier Cup, right, because that's what we're using him, and then we're going to hit battle. Now this right here instantly shows me how my specific Swampert is going to go against the entire meta. Okay, my Swampert is really bad. I think the chat's saying it's ranked 2000. That's all I got. So if you guys look at this right here, you guys can see how your Pokemon does against the entire meta. Anything lower than 500 means that you will lose. Anything that's above 500 means that you will win in the one shield baiting scenario. Okay, now if you guys want to look exactly how the matchup looks like, you guys can arbitrarily, oh, look at that. I see Obstagoon right here. I can click the button for the eye. It shows me how I lose the matchup, right, specifically. And then later, beyond that, if I scroll down here, just like before, I can see that depending on the shielding situation, I can possibly win the matchup if I use two shields. If I use one shield, I'm going to get crushed. If I use two shields, I have a solid chance to win. You can click on that, and it'll show you how the win looks like, what you need to block, and what moves you need to spam. Okay, so this is how we do multi-battles. It shows you how your specific mon is going to do against the entire meta. Now, multi-battle is nice because if you want to look at how your specific one does compared to the best one, you guys can just quickly change the values over here and see like, oh, look at that. Mine loses 75 while the rank 1 will lose 73. So mine only loses 2 extra matchups. It's like, okay, can I power it? Can I use it? And then there you guys can check over here by how much by opening 2 tabs and comparing it. Now, that's great, that's dandy, but we're going to go even deeper with the Battle Tab. We're going to look at Matrix Battles. Now, the beauty of Matrix Battles is that you guys can check out what your mons look like against an entire meta. So, for example, let's do a Great League team, right? And let's say I want to use something like Tropius, Galarian Stunfisk, because it's strong, and then later Deoxys Defense. Now, let's say you want to use a different move set, so you adjust it like so. And let's say you, for each one of these, you customize the stats to match your Tropius perfectly. Let's say you have the rank 1. Oh, whoopsie. That's ultra legal. Huh. Let's say you have the rank 1 for each and every single one of these, right? Highly unlikely, but let's pretend. This one, I think that one's, we'll just leave it like so. You can customize your Pokemon, and then what you can do is hit save. And when you save, you guys can name it whatever you want. So I'm gonna call it the Blah team. Okay, wait, whoopsie. Call it the Blah team. Okay. Now, if I let's say open up this tab, mess around with stuff. If I want to look back at it again, because I have saved it, if I go back into Great League, click Matrix Battle, I can load up my specific mons by going down to the blah, where it is right here in the quick fill, and it'll show back up. Okay. Now, once we have this shown up, you can add specific mons you're scared of. I know some people are like, oh, the Deoxys that they always show has Psycho Boost. I want to see how well it does against, if instead of having Psycho Boost, it has Thunderbolt, right? If you hit battle for one specific mon, that tells you how well your mons will do inside this matchup, right? Tropius does well, Galarian Stunfisk does well, Deoxys defense will tie. Okay. Once again, you can click on any of these to see how the matchup looks. But the cool thing is there are some pre-built groups. So look, there's the Great League meta according to PvPoke. There's the Sylph Catacomb Cup. There is the Sinister Cup, and there's a bunch of different metas. And more importantly, you can customize your own meta. So let's say if you think you guys put in the Great League meta in, you can add another Pokemon and be like, oh, I feel like this one isn't the Deoxys I normally see. I'm going to put the Thunderbolt in. And you can add it to the list. There are now 44 Pokemon in the list. And then when you hit battle, you can scroll all across and see how your mons do against every scenario here. It makes all the information in one spot, and it overrides the issue that you guys had in Team Builder of looking at the mons that are considered to be at the top 20 that aren't actually used. Like, no one ever sees a Regirock in play. So inside right here, you don't have to have Regirock inside your squad. And you guys can look at how the matchups go. So for customizing it, as I showed you before, you can save different things right here. So if you edit it yourself, you can save it and change the name. If you guys want to specifically go over targeting specific mons, you can save that as well. And this allows you to look at all of the mons you're going to go up against and all the mons that you might face, that you think you're going to face, right? So this is a really, really nice advanced usage. It allows you to see the entire team and matchup. And one thing to note, though, I don't play Sylph, but apparently, simulating your opponent's specific Pokemon is not allowed during the Sylph League Arena tournaments. You have to prepare beforehand, and you are not allowed to use it before the match because that is cheating, okay? So that's just for the people that are battling in Sylph. But with that said, that hopefully helps you with understanding not just single battle. Now you guys know how to use multi battles, and now you guys know how to use matrix battles. Okay, so since we know how to use both of it now, hopefully you guys understand how to customize your team as best as possible. Now, with that said, um, you guys have the tools available for you to beat and play with the meta. I know you guys have some other classes to attend. So with that, I hope to see you guys next time. Class is dismissed.